Namaste, angels. Thank you for joining, liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Libra, this is your bi-weekly reading for the period of October 21st, which is Monday, through November 3rd, which should be a Sunday, 2 weeks from now. I can already see your reading is all about you guys reaching goals. Like your prayers have been answered. You asked probably to get a bump, to be moved from a place where you had been stuck, and the prayer is answered, and you have movement, and you are reaching goals. Yeah, like crazy. All right, so let's get into it. Why are you able to do all this? Well, for one thing, your intuition is through the roof, with the moon in reverse being the card that represents you most directly. The moon otherwise in the tarot represents the sign of Pisces. Also, you see this lobster here. It always gives me like Scorpio feels. So some of you may have some water in your chart, so be dealing with a water sign, maybe in your private or personal life or romantic life or something, or have somebody who is perhaps a water sign that is close to you, family or something. But this is about you. Yeah, you've got clarity. You were confused before. You weren't sure maybe where you were going, what you wanted to do. So then you were able to come to a place where you're setting the goals and then manifesting them. So this is a 2-week long period. Some of you may not have set the goals yet, but I can tell you with these cards here, that is what you are going to do. And you will and do have the capacity, the ability to carry them out and to actually manifest exactly what it is you're trying to. Whatever you're praying on, whatever that intention and focus is on, you have the ability to bring it to you. To do this, it's going to be very important that you trust your instincts and that you trust the universe. So like, have faith in yourself, have faith in the universe. So this is the way it works. I have an idea or a thought, or I speak a word of myself. I mean it. I'm going to focus on it as an intention. I have the faith in myself, in the universe, that it will come to pass, because there are laws, right, that say that it will. The law of karma, the law of cause and effect, the law of attraction. So I believe it. And then sure enough, 3, it starts to manifest. I can see it taking form. It's not quite here yet. I can see it on the horizon. I'm about to get it. And then 4, I'm filled with joy and I got a solid foundation around me. That is your path, and that's on your way, what you're on your way to do. But in order to do it, again, you are going to have that confidence, have to have that faith, and trust your instincts. When you get the message, you get the guidance, follow it. Like, don't second guess yourself, don't doubt yourself, and you're going to see things playing out the way you'd hope. At work, with this moon in reverse, things still may not be as clear to you as you would like. There may be some things that you don't understand. However, things are going your way there too. You may even get a mentor or somebody that is able to help to further you along, to facilitate things. This person is not necessarily a superior. Can definitely be a man. A light-haired man, maybe, to be more direct, possibly even a direct fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but does not have to be. The King of Wands, and I saw not only the King of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands. I kept opening to these cards upright when I was shuffling for you, and I said, man, they're about to get some assistance from somebody. And then sure enough, you ended up with the King of Wands in this placement. Well, that means that he can be somebody who, again, he has an opportunity to help to further you in terms of work. He's skilled, or he's wise. He's been there longer than you, something. He may even be like the owner, want to take you under his wing as an apprentice, something. But your work, you don't have to figure it out. You got it. First of all, if you can avoid trying to figure out and banging your head up against the wall the next 2 weeks, definitely do that. But you have an energy that may very well be an actual person who can definitely become a mentor and show you the ropes and bring you up to speed where you're confused, give you some clarity, and maybe even help to further your career along. If you're looking for a job, the King of Wands upright is a good indication that not only a position, but a position about which you will likely be extremely passionate, like something that you're happy to be doing, you're going to be very pleased, is coming your way soon. And sitting here next to the 8 of Wands, which is an indication that something's coming your way. Yes, it's in the placement of your love and relationship, but that aside right now, taking it into consideration that it's sitting next to the King of Wands, it's like something is on its way to you. Good news is on its way. Things are going on behind the scenes that you can't see, and you're about to receive something, a communication, whether it is, hi, we're calling to tell you got the job, a notice, a sign, something is coming your way to let you know that everything's going to be all right. In terms of finances in general, also a good omen, the King of Wands upright, and could mean, again, not only something about you're passionate about in terms of a job or some kind of income coming to you, but it could mean that you discover like a new talent or something, or a dormant talent, something you didn't know you could do, that is a means of you bringing about abundance to yourself. So maybe, again, that's what this person, if it's an actual person, that may be what they do. They may bring out from you a skill set that you didn't know you had. And next thing you know, that starts to bring about abundance. You may want to research it and go deeper if you learn something, or learn of something new and say, oh, like I feel interested in that. Okay, let me check that out. And then you discover not only is it something that's interesting to you, but you're super good at it. So that's definitely. And I remember saying words like this to a sign, 2 weeks ago. It may have been you guys. You may be on the same track. I don't remember who that was. But now, well, at least now it's you. Now it's you, Libra. Leaving behind, maybe a time where you didn't feel like there was anything special necessarily about you. There absolutely is something that is unique to you that you're very good at, that can bring about abundance for you at this time. In love, while we're on the topic of this Eight of Wands, you may have fallen for somebody who is different from you. It might be an age difference, does not have to be, or maybe that they have children, you don't. They've been married before, you haven't. They're a divorcee or widower, something. They're a neat freak, you're a slob, or vice versa. And despite all that, you may really, really want a commitment. With the Eight of Wands, yes, it's about communication. It's about positive things, forward movement, the universe working on your behalf, behind the scenes. But specifically as it relates to love, this can mean that you've got to be careful not to push too hard. You've got to be careful not to try to force a relationship and allow things to happen organically. And I'm going to say that that's uber necessary with Major Arcana card 13, Death, which represents the sign of Scorpio. Here's the water sign energy again that the moon brought. With this card showing up, it's about, allowing things to be organic, like die a natural death. That's finished. And now we're in the next phase. Like allow for chapters to open and close as they will. You don't try to force the book, to the end. That's going to be important for you. In addition to that, you've got oracle cards that support all of this too, with the first being charity, prayer, and contemplation. Connect with heaven and ask and you shall receive. So this is again about that manifestation, that you can come up with ideas, have dreams, set goals, and actually achieve them through focused intention. Whether you call it prayer or you call it manifestation, whatever you want to call it, it's all the same thing. You meditate on it, it comes. If it's genuine, right? You're genuinely holding on to a positive thought. But you guys got to be careful, because what's behind that immediately is facing fear. So if you're holding on to fear, that can be manifest, unfortunately, as a block to your abundance and to what you're trying to bring forward. So if you're feeling fear, you are going to want to try something else to release this, maybe some sort of meditation or energy healing or cleansing, aura cleansing, something like that. Major spiritual changes are unfolding, and this is your chance to soar. So don't let fear get in the way and block your blessings. Here comes Lord Ganesha right behind that, also upright with the infinite abundance that awaits you guys. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. Well, again, we saw that right here with the moon in reverse, saying that your intuition is going to be, super on point, heavy, off the charts right now. And you've got the double water thing going. Scorpio's also very, supernaturally intuitive. So if you're benefiting from their psychic awareness as well, you're in a real good place. From the fortune teller cards, speaking of goals and abundance, that's your overall energy. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved, just like I said. Also up right behind that is angel. Your angels are guiding you and protecting you and your spiritual journey, or on your spiritual journey rather. So again, tune in and follow the guidance, and don't be afraid to pay attention to it and to follow. More specific to masculine archetypes only. That doesn't necessarily mean men, but some of us feel more heavily masculine, some of us feel more heavily feminine. Maybe some of us feel like we're both all the time, always. That's cool too. You resonate with all the, oracle guidance. I'm cool with it. But for those who feel more specifically masculine, this is for you. Mountain. Know that you're protected as you face challenges, but remain cautious. So again, you're just going to keep climbing. You're on your way. And if something comes up, don't allow it to cause you to slip back into fear. Just keep that focus of, okay, this is a challenge. We're going to work through it, and then I'm going to keep going like I've been doing. And then that way you're just going to continue to grow. For the feminine, from the fortune reading cards, it is Sun. Open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. So it's more of this earth energy of abundance, just sort of reconfirming the messages that we've already gotten, that things are about to get really good for you if they haven't already started to grow. From the Keepers of the Light Oracle, Lady Portia, Divine Order. So this is a very justice-like card, and Lady Portia has shown up in a few of the readings. Actually, I don't remember exactly which signs, but she's shown up for a few. She's very Libra and justice, so maybe this is like a lingering energy from the sign before you. Oh, I'm sorry, this is your reading, Libra. Yes, so this is your energy. Yes. I apologize. She's all about freedom, equality, equity, justice, fairness, and she comes to help to keep you, of that mindset too. I'm feeling something really strong, and I don't know what it is, but I did talk to one of the other signs about Lady Portia, exactly what she represents and from where she comes. She is one of the keepers, or said to be one of the keepers of the violet flame. So the color purple, the color purple, that's a movie, right? May be significant to some of you. Also the number 7, she's of the 7th ray. She is the divine feminine to Saint Germain, who is sort of like a patron of karma. So you got like justice with her and karma with him. And then they come together. Karma, representative or ruled by Jupiter, otherwise, the planet Jupiter and the god Jupiter. They both claim to be rulers of karma, fortune, connected to the number 7. Again, she's of the 7th ray. So, I don't know. That other sign that I had a similar revelation about, maybe that's your moon or your rising, if you're a Libra sun. I'm not sure what's happening, but she is significant, or the things that are about her. So if any of this is connecting with you, I don't want to keep rambling on about Lady Portia, especially since I can't see the message completely. But if any of it has triggered you in a particular way where you're wanting to know more, definitely just Google Lady Portia and or her divine masculine Saint Germain. And the Miriam. This card showed up in that placement for another sign too. Sacred vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. And remember that love has no boundaries. I think this showed up for the sign of Gemini in that placement actually. But for feminine, there may be somebody, perhaps beginning with you, could be yourself, that you're needing to forgive. Like you want to let go of any negative emotions. So the inability to forgive, regret, guilt, the need to blame, resentment, let all of that go, because that is also something that like manifests as fear and a block for you, and is trying to keep you from your abundance. It's like negative energy that comes in and tries to hold us down and lower our vibration. Don't let it happen to you. If you found this reading helpful, please do give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up. If you found it helpful and you enjoyed it, definitely give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, make sure you hit both the subscribe button and the bell button, and save or whatever you have to do to hopefully ensure that you actually get notified whenever I put up a video. If you're interested in a private reading from me or energy healing or any of the things that I do, merchandise, I'll try to have all the information in the description box for you so that you can check it out. And I'll be back for you again in 2 weeks. Libra, namaste.